Hi, I'm Bruce Kimmel, and I'm the director of DRAT the Cat, and this is...
I'm Doug Haverty, and I'm the artistic director of the group DRAT, which is presenting DRAT the Cat.
And I am wearing sunglasses because my right eye is wonky and I look insane, so I thought I wouldn't do that to you viewers today.
DRAT the Cat is about a clever diamond thief in turn-of-the-century New York who is stealing diamonds from rich society people. And they go to the police department, to the chief detective, this magic guy, and right as he starts to work on the case, he dies. So they enlist his son, who is not quite as adept. He's a little bit wonky, and he is determined to fill his father's shoes and find this notorious thief. And he does. Unfortunately, he falls in love with her. Turns out the diamond thief is a woman.
And it, of course, did produce a big hit song for Barbra Streisand, which was called He Touched Me. In the show, it's She Touched Me. And she recorded a second song from it called I Like Him. So it did have those, but that was because her husband, Elliot Gould, at the time, starred in the show. Loved the lyrics because the rhymes are great, the wordplay is great. It's like Gilbert and Sullivan at times.
It's really clever.
Yada, yada, yada. So I kept the staging of the musical numbers simple, because otherwise you don't hear the lyrics. You're watching feet and you're watching movement, and I wanted to hear the lyrics.
It's just a good old-fashioned musical comedy. And for various reasons, it didn't have a run. And the people who saw it, most of them we've heard liked it.
They loved it, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look on the Facebook, in these Broadway groups, we have people flying from London and New York and all over the place to see it. So that's really incredible, and it shows the love for the show. In 1993, I produced an album called Unsung Musicals, which was great songs from flops. And I included a song from DRAT the Cat called She's Roses. And Ira Levin, I would say a year later, wrote me a really wonderful note saying how much he and Milt Schaefer, the composer, loved this recording, and would I be interested in doing a studio cast album of the whole score. So they set it up, this meeting, and I walked into the meeting with my first edition of Rosemary's Baby, and I said, tell you what, you write me a beautiful page-long inscription in this book, and I'll do the album. And it was like that, and we did it, and it was a big hit. This album did really well. He asked me if I could make a production happen because nobody would do the show. And he really wanted a production, and I tried everything. No takers, nobody would even discuss it. But I made him a promise that I would do a production of this show and direct it. And unfortunately, he passed away 10 years ago or whenever it was. And I always just wanted to beat myself up for never having been able to fulfill that promise. But now I get to fulfill it.
It is a West Coast premiere.
It's a West Coast premiere.
Got that from Ira's sons. They control the rights, and they've made it a West Coast premiere.
There have been like concert versions or, four-nighters or that kind of thing. But full productions, I'm sure there were at high schools and colleges because you could license it. No major productions. So this is the first, what I would call, professional production since 1965.
We have an amazing cast.
Amazing!
Well, Alec Rush is Bob. That's the male lead, the part that Elliot Gould played. And he is a regular member here at the group rep, and we've had him in other shows. He was the lead in Promises, Promises, and he was in LA Now and Then, and some of our other shows. And then Bruce discovered this young woman named Sydney DiMaria, and she was in one of his Kritzerland concerts when she was a teenager. We always do concerts with young people, and now she is 25 and she has just blossomed beautifully, and she's just effervescent, funny, charming, quirky, and sings like an angel.
She's a real charmer. But the rest of the cast is a lot of group rep members. Doug is in it. I'm very good. And Rob Schauman is one of the detectives. And the venerable Lloyd Peterson plays 2 roles. And who else?
Lee Grover.
Lee Grover's wonderful as the mayor.
April Audia. It's an amazing cast.
Yeah, really, really good. Leslie Ann Warren was originally the leading lady on Broadway. It was her first job, 19 years old. Maybe she had done Cinderella by that point, but I'm not sure about that. But this was a huge thing for her, and of course she's had a wonderful career.
DRAT the cat. You must come.